Well, hey everyone, it's Marcus, and welcome to more chatting in my jungle room. I'm talking to an incredible music artist, and she has just arrived in Adelaide for a very special musical, which is starting next week. We're going to find out all about it, but first of all, please welcome Samantha Jade. Samantha Jade, how are you?
Hello, I'm great. Excited to be here.
You look fabulous first thing in the morning. I'm impressed.
Thank you so much. I do have a little hair and makeup.
Hey, welcome to Adelaide.
Thank you. I love Adelaide. It's such a beautiful city. Well, I love Adelaide as well because they really love arts here in a different way, I think. It's really nice to be in a place that, loves what you do.
And we do, and we're going to love it even more. As of next week, Pretty Woman, the musical starts, which you're starring in.
Yes, I know. I can't believe it. It's
Great.
great. Adelaide's our fourth city actually. And it's really exciting. I think it's just, a musical is always just it's a mammoth show and it's big, but to be somewhere that really appreciates performance, it's going to be really great.
And of course, it is a big musical because, I mean, the movie is famous.
Yes.
The Pretty Woman, Richard Gere movie. Do you remember when you first watched that, all those years ago?
Yeah, I was really little. I definitely used to watch it quite a lot with my mum.
Yeah.
My mum loved that movie. It was one of her favorites. And then it became like a comfort film for us. Um, it just kind of became one of those films that, when you're like, feeling a little sad or you're just not feeling well or whatever it may be, that became that film that we would watch all the time. And it was really, really special. And I really do think that when I got this role, I was like, she's up there. My mum is up there moving things and making things happen.
That is so beautiful to hear. And of
Yeah.
course, I mean, the soundtrack from the movie is just phenomenal. Wild Women, my gosh, it goes, King of Wishful Thinking, the list just goes on and on.
Yeah.
So taking on such a big character like Vivian and such an iconic character, what do you think was the biggest challenge for you taking on the role?
I mean, I guess it really was the whole kind of like learning how to make it my own, have a little bit of Julia in there because people love the film. And then also, adapt it to the stage because obviously it's a totally different thing, acting on camera and acting on stage, very, very different. But I feel very grateful. I feel that, I've had the best people in my corner as well this whole time. The cast I just love and adore so much as well. And I think that's been, I'm a question asker. I ask all the questions. I'm like, what do you think about this? And what is that? And I think that's the way to, to learn. So, and I'm very open to learning at all times. So, yeah, I think that's probably what was the kind of challenge of like, how do I Julia Roberts is just Julia Roberts. There's no touching her. She's iconic. She's the best. Oh my God, my favorite actor of all time, actually. And she's like, the number one. But this is stage and music, and that's where I come into it. And how do I do that? And so I think I found the balance. I actually think I found it probably when I got to Sydney, because it takes a second, to learn through the shows.
Samantha Jade does Vivian. There we go.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Hey, so Ben Hall, of course, plays Edward. Was there instant chemistry with that actor, or was it something that you had to sit down and build on? How did that come about?
I think he's so lovely, Ben. I'm just so lucky that it's him that I get to work with because we do have to be in each other's faces for 2.5 hours every day, sometimes twice a day. Um, he's just lovely. He's really lovely. Like I think we had chemistry straight away because we just were like, oh, you're really nice and you're a really safe person. And so, chemistry can grow from there. I think we really understood the job as well. Because listen, you're doing a rom-com. You have to bring that side to life. It is imperative to the story, imperative that the audience believes it.
Yep.
Such a great actor. I learned so much from him. Um, and yeah, I think we really worked. I think, we met and obviously, we didn't know each other from Burrup. So we're both from Perth, which is really lovely and both super light normal. And in rehearsals, it definitely was growing. And then by the time we got to the stage, I don't know, when you're a performer, it just hits you different.
Comes on. Yep.
Yeah.
You said a key word just before rom-com, which leads me into my next question. So the
Yeah.
show does balance, comedy, romance, heart. Which part of those three words, the comedy, the romance, the heart, do you feel like you resonate with more as an actress and a singer?
Ah, probably romance, I think, because I love to write a love song.
Huh.
All my songs are about love, pretty much. And whether that be romantic love or loving yourself or, loving unconditional love or unrequited love, like, there's all different shades of love. I think, yeah, probably romance. And I think with this as well, obviously it's very different. We're from different worlds, Vivian and I, but I sing a song called I Can't Go Back, which is actually not a love song for anybody but herself. And it's about when she realizes that she can step into her power and
Mm,
she realizes that I've got to love myself completely before I love anyone else.
yep.
Um, and that is my favorite part of the show every single night because I think that it feels as if I'm singing for a lot of people. I think everyone's had that moment in your life where you've gone, I need to choose me. And it's a really hard decision because we're not selfish as human beings. I mean, a lot of people are, but most of us are.
We're not going to talk about them.
Yeah, we'll not talk about it. But most of us, really do put others first, and that's the way, hopefully, of some people in the world, the good ones. And sometimes it's hard to choose yourself, and she does that, and I think that's a beautiful part of the show.
Samantha Jade, you are crazy because this is the second time you've actually just stolen my next question. So, my next question was literally going to be, have you got a favorite scene out of the play? And obviously that one would be it, I guess.
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite song. Favorite scene though, um, there's a really fun scene in the very beginning of the show, which you'd know from the movie, where Edward and Vivian meet, and I think that's such a fun scene because obviously Ben and I have really got it down to an art now with how we say our lines and the kind of back and forth, and it's really fun to play because that's when
Uh,
they first. So it feels like that's what starts, the whole show really, and it's I really like that part.
oh my God. And those thigh-high boots, the blonde bob. I mean, who can go wrong? Come on.
I mean, those shoes, when I first rehearsals, I was like, they are so long. They are the longest boot you've ever seen. And the heel is like this long, this high. And I was like, how am I going to walk in them, let alone dance in them? Now I'm tangoing in them every night. I'm like, oh, they're fine.
I hope you've got it in your contract that when the show is over, they come home with you.
I know, actually, that's a great idea. I need to keep
I
those.
know, right? A memento, darling.
Yes, that's right.
Hey, look, 2014, oh, sorry, 2012, a long time ago, X Factor, which is when, your career into the arts and entertainment industry really catapulted. You've done so much since then, including 2014, In Excess, Never Tear Us Apart movie. Can you believe that was like 12 years ago?
Oh
How
my God.
crazy.
In- yeah.
Obviously, you played the iconic role of Kylie Minogue. And well, happy birthday for Kylie yesterday. Um,
Yeah. Happy
I know.
birthday.
Ooh. She's watching, I know this.
Obviously.
You know. But the Netflix Kylie came out.
Oh my God.
You've
Yes.
watched it, yes?
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it. It is literally when I can sit and watch something, that is what I'm watching. There's nothing else on my watch list. That's number one. I can't wait to watch it. All my friends
If you
been
get a
so
day off in Adelaide, that's your
that's
task, right?
doing. Yes, Mondays we have off, and Mondays I'll be doing that.
If I find
I've
you
got
hanging out at the Central Market, still be trouble.
yes, that's right. Yeah, no, you won't. I'll be watching Kylie. I have gotten so many messages. I cannot count the amount of messages I've gotten from people going, oh my gosh, watching the interviews, like you guys are so alike. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so weird. It's so weird.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, did you
Mm.
ever, when you did that, I mean, like I said, it was back in 2014, but when you did that, did you get any feedback from Kylie or Kylie's camp saying, what her take on your character was?
I did. I did. So I didn't meet her before filming, and I didn't speak to her before filming. I just did. I watched all the things that I could find, with her speaking about Michael, which really there isn't much. And I just tried my best to like emulate her from interviews and kind of, yeah, the body language. And she moves her mouth in such a beautiful way that I learned how to do. But anyway, all of that to say, I just did my best, but I was very aware that I'm playing Kylie Minogue.
Yeah.
Wow. How am I going to get past this? Is she going to like it? How am I going to do it? A lot of anxiety and stress right there. And then I went out to the world and I just hoped for the best. And I walked into a radio station one day and she called in.
Wow.
She said to me, I'm so proud of what you did. I loved it. And truly that was it for me. I was like, I can sleep. I can sleep again. I can relax. And it was so kind. She's so kind. And I know her sister Danny. I've never met Kylie, but I've met Danny. And Danny is so sweet to me. And Danny said the same thing. She was like, you did such a great job. And Danny like sends me dresses. She comes and watches shows. Like she is, oh my gosh, she's just an angel. So yeah, they've been very kind to me, the Minogue girls.
Well, you know what? You are a very kind person, so like attracts like. Um,
Oh,
Samantha, obviously you started off as a singer, and you still are very much a singer, but you've, very much ventured off into the acting world as well. What do you think is your favorite go-to at the minute, at this point in your life?
oh, that's a great question. I mean, I I've been very insecure about my acting. I was like, I'm not a good actor. Acting is not my thing. Like I just never, and I love good acting. And so when I watch good acting, I'm like, that's what it is. And I'm not that. And I'm very like, I know singing different. I'm confident. I feel good about it. But I've really come to realize that, obviously the more you work on a skill, the better it becomes. And I'm feeling a lot better about my acting now in this show, and it's made me want to do more. It's made me really want to do more, and I'm really enjoying it. And it's so fun to step into character. What
Yeah.
a fun thing! Like, how on earth is that a job? Like, it's so cool and so fun. Um, so yeah, I would say right now it may be acting. I'm really enjoying the acting side of things.
And then you get to obviously combine the two when you do these musicals. Yeah.
That's yeah, exactly. So it's a perfect medium for me.
Bit of a tough question for you now. All right, let's go a bit deeper. Obviously, Pretty Woman, the musical. We haven't even said when it's running, but it starts May the 31st to July the 5th, 2026 at Her Majesty's Theatre in Adelaide. Um, Question for you then, what does make a woman pretty?
Oh, what a great question. Well, I think it's inner beauty. I really do. I think it's inner beauty. I mean, listen, there's of course two sides. I'm a hair and makeup girly all the way. I love it. I love fashion. I love all the products. I have got them. I buy them all. I love it. I love I love looking good. I think looking good makes you feel good,
Yep.
and that's why I love it. But I do think a pretty woman is an inner thing. You shine from inside. It comes from inside. If
Yep.
you're an ugly person, even if you're a Barbie doll,
Yep.
it doesn't matter. You're like, oh, it's an inner thing for sure.
And that is across the board, male, female,
Uh,
everybody from inside.
oh,
Yep.
absolutely. Yeah. And
Hearts off.
people are beautiful. People are beautiful. Like you meet people and you're like, you're a beautiful human, and that makes you pretty.
Oh, you are gorgeous. Can you stay in Adelaide, please? Hey, you thought that was a trick question. You thought that was a tough one. I'm even going to push you harder now. All right. So I come to opening night, which I cannot wait for. Show's over. I meet you backstage afterwards, and you say, Marcus, come on, let's just go to the nearest karaoke bar. I take you there. You get behind the microphone, and I demand that you sing a Kylie song. Which one is it?
Better the devil you know.
Ah, easy.
Better the devil you know. I love that song. So when I was doing all my research, obviously to play it, because I was playing Kylie in, I think it was 87, 88. I was born in 87. So I didn't really know, I of course knew her catalog just from it being iconic, but I didn't know, some of the songs as well as I knew others. Better the Devil You Know, I knew the chorus, of course, everyone does. But I was like, I love these verses. I love that song, the modulation. It's such a great song. And so it became one of my songs now that I put on to get ready. And like, I really love it.
Because, you know, I mean, Better the Devil You Know is really that catapult kind of song for her where she stepped out of those first two albums and, you know,
Yeah,
did something, you know, on a whole different kind of scale and in a
yeah,
different genre, I guess, as well.
yeah.
You know,
And
sexed it up a bit.
her, I think, too, like it feels as if that was a bit of a moment of her going, I want to explore different sounds and different moods and that's probably why I like it so much. There's a lot of artistry in there. You can feel it.
Now, one last question for you. I know you've got a lot to do. You got to rush off to rehearsals, but obviously you have got the musical going on, and you know you've still got piles of work in front of you yet. But while all this is happening, are you working on any new music at the same time?
I always am, and this musical and this journey and this whole, new life that my life has taken on is so inspiring and makes me write. And when I'm inspired, I'm literally like still on pen and paper, like a very old school songwriter. And I'm just so inspired by so many things in this show, things that I've overcome, things that I have been through that have helped me through, sometimes being on stage. Because listen, 200 plus shows. Sometimes you're like, okay, I need to find it again because my goal is always for people to leave and go, that was great. It took me out of my life for a second. The world is really hard right now. It's a tough time. And the goal is always like, let people just have fun and enjoy. So for that, you need to be giving that energy out and you're not always there. So I've really gone through a lot of, like, I had a lot of anxiety in Perth. It just popped up for me. It pops up all the time and it really popped up in an intense way. And I've really tried to like and I'm on the journey of trying to work through that because you still have to go on and it's tough doing a 2.5 hour show anxious. It's really tough. But I'm so proud of myself when I come off and still get messages. People are saying they've enjoyed it, and that's it. That for me, then I'm like, I go to sleep at night going, okay, do my job. So I really want to write about that, and I've been so inspired and just leaving little notes in my phone or leaving little notes in this notebook that I have. So yes, all of that to say that was a very long answer, but I do always work on music. So right after the show wraps, I'll be going and flying and getting studio.
Awesome. You are such a fabulous soul. I'm gonna I saw you perform 3 years ago at a club in Sydney for the Mardi.
Yeah,
Do you remember that? 3 years ago, some club, I can't remember
yes,
the club
it
now.
would have been Beresford probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
Big place. It was amazing. Anyway, I just want to say that your energy on stage just shines like a diamond, and it was one of the most amazing performances I've seen during the Mardi Gras period. So
Oh,
great to see that. And I cannot wait. And I haven't seen you since then, so I cannot wait to see you on Wednesday night on opening evening. It's going to
oh
be
my gosh. Well, please come say hi. Come say hi
I,
after.
that would be great. And then I'll whip you off to that karaoke bar and maybe we'll do a Kylie duet. Who knows?
Done. Obviously.
Samantha Jade. Like we said, everyone, Pretty Woman, the musical runs from 31st of May to July the 5th, 2026 at Her Majesty's Theatre, right here in Adelaide. Samantha Jade, you are an absolute blast and a gem of a human being.
Thank you so much. And ditto. So are you. I loved this. I wish this could go on. This is great.
Well, never say never, honey.
Yeah, another. We'll do another.
Cheers, babe.
Bye.